Recently in I don't know, some state, a music singer chick peed all over the face of some fan listening in the show, and I'm wondering, did Kiss ever do anything like that? Find out today on podcast Rock City Live. Oh yeah, that's Jody right there. Say hi, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Podcast Rock City.
What's up, everybody? Joe here from Podcast Rock City, and with me this week is Mr. Jody Havnot.
What's up, Joe? What's up, fellas and everyone listening? It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back.
Missed you guys.
Yeah, we missed you. I know you've been busy, man. You got work and everything else, and are you still teaching the kids?
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Yeah, you tell me about it, dude.
Jody, man, but let's be fair. If Jody was my teacher, it would have been awesome. I'd been like, all right, what's 5 times 5? 24? All right, man, that's all
Close
cool.
enough.
Close enough. Anyway, it's like you can totally get this, man. I tell you can totally get it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Sonny is busy and Joey is busy, so you get the two of the original guys. You get Jody and I, and there is I don't know if there's any Kiss news other than a few things that I'm going to talk about. But we're going to go ahead and get to that kind of quick. Here we go.
Podcast Rock City News.
I really feel like I need one of those things that goes because I'm going to talk about this. This is what I want to talk about. So I know that there's one guy named Pooney that's going to listen to this show and laugh, but I still have not received my Dubai concerts. And to top it off, now I'm okay. So I was pissed off to a level about here. Okay. But now I'm about here because I did not get from Kiss Online, I guess, my Destroyer box set.
Really?
Nope, no Destroyer box set. So
blacklisted, dude.
So let's see. My Dubai concert was for Christmas last year. Karen bought that. That was one of the things she got me for Christmas last year. I did see the concert, of course, but she bought this whole package for me. And then this year she bought me the Destroyer box set for my birthday. Guess what I didn't get for my birthday? The box. No, don't get me wrong. My birthday still freaking ruled. It's not about that. It's about the fact that we've got this money floating out there in limbo. I know Karen said that she got an email that said it's waiting to be picked up or something.
Picked up from where?
From, I guess, wherever it's going to be shipped from. So to quote a famous little girl, what the hell? What the hell? What is
at least it's been 3 years.
Huh?
At least it's been 3 years, like Vinnie Vincent's box set.
Almost 4. January,
know, right?
Right? January will be 4 years since she told us that she was going to do that, and we've got nothing. Look, I don't know. What I think that's the direction Vinny has gone, so I'm being polite. At least I think I am. So what the hell? Anybody out there waiting on this? You guys are. There's a bunch of you in the room. Let me know if you got your. Let me know if you've gotten them. Everybody's excited to see Jody.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be back.
All right, look, see that one right there?
She's a special one.
She turned 39 today.
Wow. Happy birthday,
30
Karen.
Happy birthday, Karen. To my
Happy
gorgeous girl.
birthday to you.
All right, there you go. All right, she's very special. I know, she knows. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Are any of you missing your box set? I'm just curious. Am I the only one that...
You're blacklisted, dude.
It can't be true.
They don't like your opinions. They just want to steal your ideas.
I guess so.
Is that a new shirt, Joe? That's really cool.
It's a hoodie.
That's nice.
I got it for my birthday. Guess from who?
Either Karen or Jace.
Karen, and I want to point out, it was not ordered on kissonline.com.
That's why you received it, huh?
That's why I have it. At least I don't think it was. I think it was Amazon, and I'm sure she'll let us know. Okay, so I already got questions about Brent. Brent is going to be on next week. He wanted to come on when we're all here. So, and unfortunately, Sonny, I think he's moving. And
Ohio, right?
Something like that.
That's crazy.
And Joey is busy because, he's a rock star. Famous musician, rock star guy. So, still waiting. I said, John Clark, still waiting on my Dubai. Just got my Destroyer box set. Amazon is the way to go. Thanks. It's too late for me. Rosie, hi Rosie.
Hey, Rosie.
I saw you on the cruise and I forgot to say hello. I always feel like a jerk now. Let's see. Nope. I don't know who this is, but they didn't get theirs either. So this is they really dropped the ball on. Yes, they did. I ended up getting the Destroyer box set from Kiss Online about a week or two late. They threw in an extra vinyl that I didn't order. Oh, now if they do that, Joe will be happy. But what vinyl? What vinyl did they throw in?
Right.
Was it the Elder? Because I have that, like 8 copies. Canceled my box set from Kiss Online and ordered it from Amazon. Oh my God, why would anyone want to move to Ohio? Rosie, don't
Rosie's
say
from
that
Ohio,
now.
Huh? What part of Ohio? Anywhere near Youngstown? Because that town rocks.
Anyway, so that's what's going on, man. I'm really depressed about this because this is something. These are 2 things that I really have been looking forward to, and basically, I got an email it was an email that was sent to everybody about the Dubai thing, and it basically said, "Suck it if you want a refund. You'll get your shit when you get it." And then they sent me a copy of the concert through email, and it actually says, Polo copy in like my last name across it in a watermark. So if I were to copy it and like try to sell it, they would know where it came from.
Right.
Needless to say,
no one's buying it.
I was going to do that, but now I can't. I'm going to change it so it says Pony.
So, I mean, why is Kiss Online dropping the ball like this? I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Now, is it possible that just too many were ordered? I mean, because some people, maybe, I think, got theirs. Is it possible that too many were ordered and they just were caught off guard? But the problem is I think I ordered it. We ordered it about a month ago. Okay, so Jared said the extra vinyl he received was Destroyer.
So we got an extra copy.
It was Destroyer. Well, one of them is, I think the box set has CDs. So this is Destroyer 5th anniversary colored vinyl, ordered 1, but got 2. Man, that would be cool if I got a little extra something like that. But, I'm never that lucky. I can't say never, but,
right.
I did go backstage to meet Rob Halford, and he gave me a leather jacket. So we got to remember, we always remember that story.
Yeah.
And then I sold that bitch.
You remember when we saw his pants when we were in, where were we, Atlanta? Or was that Indianapolis or something?
I think it was Indy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny. I was like, I had a jacket that would have gone with those pants. I would have never fit in those pants. All right. So while we wait, if I get the box set before Christmas, that'll be great. And whenever it comes in, I'll review it. I did buy the CD from Walmart, and I'll tell you that Karen and I went out yesterday, and I saw the black vinyl version for sale. It's like $45. You
Crazy,
know,
man.
it's a gatefold, and so we'll have Brent on next week with the other guys, and as long as Sonny can make it, and even if he can't, Brent's going to be on, and we'll hold our breath for Destroyer, the box set, which I wanted to review with everybody and show everybody what was in it, but that shit ain't happening. So we're going to have some fun today with this right here. If you guys have this book right here, Kiss Alive Forever, I've gone to the well with this book so often that the pages aren't even really in it anymore. And we're going to check that out with the topic of the week.
Podcast Rock City. Topic of the week.
So basically, Kiss Alive Forever is a really cool book, and there's always some, man. I looked for certain things that I know I've read. This book used to sit in my bathroom. That's why it smells bad, and it's got stains all over it. I'm just kidding, it doesn't. But I've used this book so much just for skimming through and reading. It was written by Kurt Gooch and Jeff Suss, I think is how you say his name. And it's a really good book. Back 3 years ago, almost 4. Remember back when Vinnie Vincent said that he was going to give us 2 box sets because you wouldn't just get 1, you would get 2. They actually released a second cover with Vinnie on the cover, and that sold out like super fast. I didn't get one, but that's okay because I already had this. So there's some really cool stuff in it, and I thought that we would just discuss it. So let me get on my spectacles so I could partially read. One of the things that I mentioned earlier was this right here, and maybe Jody could help me with this. It says April 17th, 1974. According to Sean Delaney, it looks like it says Kathy McDonald jumped on stage during Kiss's show and like faked performing fellatio on Gene.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember reading about that ever.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I saw it and it kind of cracked me up.
Hmm.
I was like, that was in Tennessee. Can you imagine the people in Tennessee going, "What the hell?"
Why is she faking it? I mean, if you're gonna get on stage, come on.
Yeah, man, get some demon juice.
Yeah.
I'm
Demon
sure
seed.
demon semen. So yeah, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. Right now my girlfriend's sitting at home going, no.
She's just like, not
Oh
again.
God. I always worry that her mom's gonna stumble across this. Okay, so I thought we would look at this. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and the statistics are really, really cool. Look, the pages are literally falling out of this book. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
That's how
mine
much.
too.
That's how much I've looked at it. Okay, so
Hey, did your history fall apart like that too? Because mine did.
well,
The seam just totally is gone.
Did you have an early one?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think so.
like who signed it?
Just like the revenge dudes.
Okay, yeah. So apparently, from what I was told, that issue was solved by the time they got to the reunion.
Oh, okay.
And I had one, and unfortunately, I had to sell it. I don't have it. I don't have one anymore. That's something that's on my list. All my pages are falling out. Okay, so here are some statistics I thought we would talk about. The number of headlining shows, total Kiss performances as of this book, and we know it's way more now.
Right.
Okay, but as of this book was 1,810 shows, and I don't know, is that a lot for a band? 1810, 1,810 shows from.
And that's what year was that put out in?
From 73 to 2002. Think about the fact that they've toured now. They've toured now 19 more years.
Yeah.
if
I know
my
the
math is
Ramones
right.
played like something like 2,600 in a little bit less time. So
Now, here's my question: th- did they do a lot of shows in New York? Like, were they were huge in New York, right? I mean, they were big everywhere, but I'm talking about like Kiss. If you look at in this book, the places that they would go, it's like New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, Atlanta, Atlanta, Atlanta. Atlanta. It's like,
right.
have you ever had the opportunity to see those kind of things with the Ramones?
Yeah, I have a Ramones book that has all the dates and shit. But yeah, I mean they were kind of regional as well for a good while. You know.
Um, Okay, so they let's see. Number of headlining shows out of the 1810 is 1714. So they played, I guess just under 100 shows, if my math is right, where they were the supporting act. And then I guess somebody went, "Fuck this. I'm not going on after this
Right.
blood spitting, fire breathing, levitating,
Right.
jumping, screaming band." Number of shows were you know what? It says it right here, 96. Okay, so this is pretty interesting to me. Um, top 10 acts by number of performance that opened for Kiss. Who's number one, Jody?
Cheap Trick or Rush, I would say. I don't
Ted
remember.
Nugent. Ted
Really?
Nugent.
The
Yep.
Nuge. He was.
As of this book.
I hate the Nuge, man. He was there the first time I saw Kiss on Crazy Nights. Fucking brutal.
Yeah, I saw him when he opened for Kiss on that tour too. 170 shows. Second is Skid Row. So I'm guessing that this has a lot to do with the farewell tour.
Yeah, totally.
Because Skid Row did. Slaughter 111. Surprisingly, tied for fourth place is Queensryche and Trickster. I know Queensryche, I think, did the Animalize tour.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the show, but Jeff Tate did a live performance during COVID, and it was like $20. You paid $20, and his band was in this room, and they performed like a ton of songs, and then he told stories while you watched it live on Facebook.
Pretty
And
cool.
it was, and you got to ask questions, and I asked him what it was like opening for Kiss,
What
and
did he say?
he said, they had a sliver of a stage to perform on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they had to fit that huge Kiss logo in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, and that was Animalized, but they said that I guess the way the stage was built, they didn't want the floor showing or something, but they said everything was pushed out to the front, and he said they had to learn to deal with it. But still, Jeff Tate answered my question. I thought that was really kind of cool. Let's see. Rush is number 5. Faster Pussycat, Wasp, Winger, and Vandenberg. Excuse me, I need some water.
I saw him with Winger one time. Winger and Vixen, Hot in the Shade.
Really?
Yeah, well, first time I saw that tour twice. The first time it was Pussycat and Slaughter, which was way better. But the second time was Winger and Vixen. I was confused because I thought that chick was Vinnie Vincent on the drums.
It looks just like her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dead on.
Pretty much.
All right, so you guys out there, here's a question that I have for you. As many times as some of you maybe seen Kiss, let's say some of you have seen them 10 times or 5 times or even 1. Who did you, or even 50 times? I know my friend Joe Ciambelli's seen him over 100 times, I think.
Yeah.
And I wonder who you saw open for them the most. And please don't tell me the Painter, because the truth is, at this point in my life, it's the Painter.
Is it?
It's a freaking Painter.
I think for me, it's the Nuge.
Ted Nugent.
God, brutal.
Let's see. You guys let me know who opened for Kiss the most times when you saw him. Everybody's going to say the Painter now. Let's see. Top 20 frequently played venues. Number 1 is Madison Square Garden. Then they don't say where all of these are, but Roberts Municipal Stadium, Cobo Arena, the Daisy, Market Square Arena, Budokan, Omaha Civic Auditorium.
I bet that's in Omaha.
I'm guessing too. Anyway, the place I saw them a few times, the Omni here in Atlanta, is number 18 with 10 shows. All the other ones are 11 or 12. Madison Square Garden and Roberts Municipal Stadium is the only places they played 13 times.
Really?
Yeah. But still, when you think about, God, that's a lot of times to be going to Madison Square Garden.
Does that mean like in a row or like all total?
Total.
See, that seems weird because, I mean, they played St. Louis on every tour, and it was almost always at the Checker Dome, you know? Or then I guess it became Kiel.
Kiel Auditorium, 10 shows.
But the Checker Dome's not listed?
I think it's probably the same thing.
I mean, it is, yeah, but
I wouldn't have known that was St. Louis. I would have been like, they don't say.
Right.
Why am I so dry? I hope I don't have you know what. I took Karen to wrestling for her birthday the other day because she's a wrestling fan. It's weird. She's weird. Let's see. Next stat. Let's see. Anybody posting on what they saw? The painter. Painter. God bless. Is that what we're all going to wind up saying? By the end of this tour, the band that I saw open for Kiss the most was a freaking painter. And somebody, okay, so I can't think of the guy's names now. David.
It's like Garibaldi, wasn't it?
Apparently, he's not the dude everybody told me he was.
Wasn't he like in the band Tower of Power? Didn't you tell me that?
That's what I was told.
Like he was the bass player or something?
Drummer, I think. And from what I'm told now, different guy. Altogether.
I always thought that was a weird thing. Like you go from this like super talented funk band to like painting pictures of Alice Cooper upside down, you know? It's weird.
It certainly is.
He was talented though, man. I didn't hate it. I thought I was gonna, but I didn't hate it.
Oh yeah. We went together. That was a lot of fun.
Pretty cool.
Let's see. People are messaging. Let's see what they're saying here. Would be the painter for me also. All their tours had different openers. Thanks, Chris. Let's see.
Let me ask you this: what was the best band you guys saw open for the?
Oh,
Kiss?
that's a good one.
If you had like to pick one, would it be Vixen? Would it be Slaughter? Or would it be Wasp? I always wanted to see Wasp. I didn't get to go to that tour though.
I would have loved to have seen Wasp.
Yeah, I never did.
Maybe I did, and I just don't remember it. Let's see. Top 10 most frequently played cities. L.A., 48 shows.
Makes sense.
Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens. Look how they put that all together. That's not fair. At 45
It's all New York, though, you know.
Yeah. Detroit, 34 shows. Atlanta, 26. That's because they were big here in the beginning. And if you look in this book, you can find shows in like 73 and 74, or maybe 74 and 75, where they just played 4 and 5 nights in a row in Atlanta.
They got a lot of cool pictures from those shows, too.
Oh, yeah. Chicago, Cleveland, Philadelphia, Indy, and St. Louis are 20 shows. Minneapolis, I said that wrong, Minneapolis. St. Paul, 19 shows along with San Francisco and Oakland. Are they just right next to each other? Because I don't know my largest crowds. Guess where that is? Rio. Rio, largest crowd, 137,000, so they say. And Germany was 115,000. All these countries are that have these big, huge shows, you know.
Right.
Japan is 49,000 or 46,000. Melbourne was 45,000. That was in November 1980. All right, so I'm going to do a quiz with you here. Okay. Riot on the Lick. Motley Crue. They're saying David Lee Roth was the best. I'm guessing that's the name. Motley Crue were a rockin' opener for Kiss in Melbourne, Australia. Wow, Motley opened in oh, that's right. That was that
Yeah,
tour.
that was the
The tour.
Spider tour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Motley
it was
Crue
just
rocks.
the tour, right? Wasn't it
Yeah,
the tour? Riot on the Lick It Up tour.
Riot.
Slaughter and Wasp.
Hmm.
Skid Row, if you count the cruises, was the most. That's a good point. Otherwise, they'd be tied with Nuge since he opened the Crazy Night, but was banned from playing the second Houston show. Why was
Why?
that? I don't
Like,
know. Go ahead and let us
just
know, Jared.
politics, probably.
I don't
Huge
know.
fan.
He probably pulled out a bow and arrow and lit something on fire.
Oh, he definitely did that. Yeah.
He did it every show.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, top 5 most attended tours. What do you think that is? Number 1. Just hit me with a number 1.
Like Can-Am, like Love Gun, Live 2 would be my guess.
Unmasked.
Oh, because of like Australia and Melbourne and all that.
Average show was 16,442.
Nice.
Then Alive Worldwide, which was about almost 14,000. Alive 2 is almost 14. Psycho Circus had 12,800 average, and Destroyer was 11,000. And of course, there's an asterisk next to Unmasked because it was a limited amount of shows, and that's why so many people went, because they weren't coming to every town.
Right.
Kiss Symphony in Melbourne got 65,000 in February 2000. I don't know if I could handle a show with that many people. I'm kind of claustrophobic, and I'd be worried that I would get trampled. You know.
Hey, did you see Psycho Circus? I didn't even get to see that tour.
Nope, it never even came to Atlanta.
Yeah, it didn't come here either.
It went to Tennessee, and I think that was the closest that it came. And I didn't, I was at a different spot in my life. I was
too.
Unhappily married at the time, and
I was just not into Kiss at the moment after that record came out.
I don't have my thing ready.
Yeah.
Let's see. Least attended.
Russia. Antarctica.
Oh, how about least attended tour. Least attended tour. How about that?
Creatures, right?
Revenge.
Really? Where's the Creatures?
Creatures.
I thought it rocked, dude. It was a great show.
It goes Revenge, Lick It Up, Creatures, Crazy Nights, Asylum.
Really?
Asylum averaged 6,000. Everything else was a little above 5,000.
That's crazy.
Places where Kiss did 2 performances. That's all. There's a lot. Top 10. Let's see. Gigs where Gene set himself on fire.
How many? Is it like 5 or 6 or something like that?
13.
Really?
If you were old enough to go to these shows, you would have seen Gene light himself on fire in New York, Tampa, Las Vegas, Waterbury, Connecticut, Inglewood, Ottawa, Mobile, Lakeland, Inglewood, Denver, Hampton, New York, and Austin. He did it twice in New York. I smell a conspiracy.
Lakeland too, huh?
Lakeland. That's another.
Yeah. Bad luck town for them.
Yeah, I agree. What's this say right here? This says, I saw Psycho Circus at MSG, which felt like quite a drop-off energy-wise than the reunion. Oh, I'm sure of it. By then, we were so inundated with Kiss.
It was like everywhere. But then that record came out and fucked it all up.
Let me ask you guys a question, because next week the topic of the show is going to be, was Kiss ever the biggest band in the world? And I'm just curious of what you guys think out there. You could give I really want your opinion. So I want you to email us, okay? Podcast Rock City 1.
That's the number 1.
at gmail.com. Joey's not
I
here.
haven't done that in a long time.
I know. Podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1, at gmail.com. I want to know what you think, and I'm going to take a poll. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Joe's going to take a poll.
Yes. Oh, yep. Don't. That sounds really awful. I don't know. Maybe I'd like it. Let's see.
It's your spot. You dig it, man.
That's what I hear. I heard that getting a colonoscopy, if I'm on my side like a bicycle on a kickstand. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Late Night Joe. It's not even that late.
Right. Songs used as opening songs. Number 1.
Deuce.
Creatures of the Night. There's one song in here. It doesn't say how many times, but I'm so surprised that it's actually in there. Okay.
What, Creatures of the World?
Nope. Creatures of the Night, Detroit. This is the list. Nope.
Okay.
This is just the list. It's in there though. Creatures of the Night, Detroit Rock City, I Stole Your Love, King of the Mountain. That's a surprise. King of the Nighttime World, Love Gun, Nothing to Lose, 100,000 Years, Psycho Circus, Rock Bottom, and here's the one that surprised me. I've Had Enough. Into the man, wouldn't that be cool?
Yes, yeah.
I think we have a very nice collection of live recordings. I haven't that, so that would have had to have been from that record, Animalized tour. And I'm gonna have to go and take a look and see if I can find that.
Yeah, we got there's 3 or 4 versions of it in those archives. Thanks to Gary Cap.
Yeah, Gary Cap, he's the man. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah. Me too.
Let's see. Jared said, only reason I saw Psycho Circus was because I went to Dodger Stadium. Otherwise, they didn't come close to Texas. Don't you think that's weird to put out your first record in 90 years, and it's the tour after the tour, the big tour, and they didn't go to the places that give a damn. Texas, Atlanta, that you said they didn't come to St. Louis.
I was starting to think though that maybe it's maybe all the cities that they didn't come back to they played here for the second sighting, or what was it called?
Second
cities.
Lost Cities tour.
So they had played here twice on the regular reunion. Maybe that's why. But it was packed both times, so you'd think they'd be trying to get that money. But I don't know, man.
So too.
I was kind of disappointed. I would have went.
I would have gone. I wanted to see that damn
town. I'm there.
I wanted to see that 3D shit, man. That would have been awesome. Just to I heard that some people said it wasn't all that good. Jared, you were there. Let us know.
Well, they're in 3D. They're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's true. But I mean, if Gene's bass would come out over the crowd, that would rock.
Yeah, it would.
All right, let's see. Here's a list of some of the bands that opened for Kiss. Okay? Some of them I've never heard of. I'm going to just rattle off a few. 10cc. Does that ring a bell to you?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
They played Woodstock, and we're one of the best bands there. The dude rips out on this 335. He's tearing it up.
At this point, Aerosmith had opened 2 shows. Argent, Billy Preston, Black Oak, Arkansas, otherwise known as David Lee Roth Light. No.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth was
the original version.
This is the original version of David Lee Roth.
Jim Dandy.
Jim Dandy to the rescue. All right, let's see. Black Sabbath did 4 shows. Blue Oyster Cult.
Man, that would be awesome. Sabbath and Kiss. How cool would that be?
14 shows, Blue Oyster Cult. Let's see. Dr. John, David Lee Roth did 2 up to this point. The all-new Fleetwood Mac opened for Kiss once.
The all-new Fleetwood?
That's what it says. It's called the all-new Fleetwood Mac.
What was that? When was that?
It doesn't have a date. Golden Earring, Foghat, Iggy and the Stooges. You would have loved that. The New York Dolls, 5 shows. Marshall Tucker, Savoy Brown, Uriah Heep. ZZ Top opened 8 shows. The 38
cool, too.
Special, 311. That had to have been on the reunion tour.
Must have been,
Because
yeah.
they were grabbing everybody. I would have loved to seen 311 open for Kiss just because I love that band.
It's a weird bill.
There's a lot of weird ones though.
Dude, I don't even know I've yet to figure out who opened for them on the like Lost Cities thing on the second time around for the reunion. First time here it was Alice in Chains, but then second time I don't know who the hell it was. I still don't know. So if you saw it, let me know. I want to know who it was.
Dixie
sucked,
Dregs. The Dixie Dregs opened for them. Talkin opened. Everclear.
Ooh, I like Everclear.
Fireballs. A band called Flaming Youth.
Really?
Foreigner. Does it say Foreigner? No. There's a Fugees.
Really?
That's
Weird.
so surprising. I wonder how the crowd. I wonder
Yeah.
how the crowd dealt with that.
I don't know, man.
Garbage opened.
But Shirley Manson's super hot.
Oh yeah, they're going to be here next month, I think.
Really?
Gene's Addiction.
Gene's Addiction?
Yeah. Heaven. Let's see. Jane's Addiction is not on the list. Jackal, Iron Maiden, 24 dates. Judas Priest, 15 dates. Kansas, King Cobra, Kicks, Kings of the Sun. Yeah.
Really?
Favorite Kicks song.
I like that. What was it called? Cold Blood.
And I like Cold Shower.
Yeah. We like the cold songs.
Yep. Lita Ford, Little Caesar. Lita Ford only opened one show. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Let's see.
Caesar,
what else?
Man, I forgot about those dudes.
Yeah, remember doesn't the lead singer get the shit kicked out of him in Terminator 2?
I think so, dude. I always thought that was that guy.
Yeah, he's in the bar, and I think he's like, I need your clothes and your.
He tries to like put a cigar out on Arnold or something.
Yeah.
It's not a tuba.
Let's see. There's just so many bands. I can't even.
Weenie Roast was Fugees and Garbage. That makes more sense.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so, all right, I get that.
Jared knows what's going down.
Of course, that's our boy. Let's see. Now, and then they have all these performances and where they played, and that's cool and all. Let's look up that Lost Cities thing.
Yeah. You know, when I did that interview with Mark Close, the guy that like picked Kiss up for the airport for the Kite Fest, he was telling me that Charlie Daniels opened that show, and he had to fucking pick him up from the airport too. But there were so many people there that like he had to get on this Honda 80 motorcycle, like a little baby motorcycle, you know, and he's going through the crowd, and Charlie Daniels is on the back of this little 80 motorcycle holding on like this. They're going through this crowd. I mean, can you imagine?
No. Charlie, rest in peace, Charlie.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Charlie.
Hugged up on this guy.
I only know 80. One song he ever did. I'm sorry that's but it's the it's awesome. Devil Came Down to Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's good.
But that's an awesome song, man.
You ever heard the one that's like yeah, I know you've heard it. I can't think of what the hell it's called. He's like tells a story about like going down to Mississippi and like I don't know, all this shit happens and he fucking kicks old Green Teeth in the knee and all this shit. I can't remember what the hell it's called.
I don't know.
Oh, it's called Uneasy Rider. You should look that up.
I'm going to have to look it up. Chris Vickery, cool. I did not mention Crocus or White Lion, but they were, I think, on the list.
I like White Lion.
I saw Degeneration at MSG on the reunion tour. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see. Opening acts. I'm looking at some of the...
Yeah, find out who opened that Second Cities thing for me, will you?
They don't have... It looks like they don't have it written out.
I want to say the band was something about a doghouse or something, man. That's just my recollection. Or boneyard or some kind of shit like that. Something to do with dogs or bones or...
Yep, we're treading in weird
you never
places.
heard Long Haired Country Boy, Joe? By Charlie Daniels?
I don't think so.
What? You remember that band, Every Mother's Nightmare? They covered it all heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's a good one, man.
I'm looking for St. Louis. What's the best place you ever saw them where you loved the venue and it was?
Mm, actually, man, I saw them down in Carbondale one time on that Hot in the Shade with Winger in them. It was a real small arena. So super cool. Like, I don't think there's a bad seat in the place. You know what I mean? That probably only hold maybe like tops of like 5,000, if that. You know what I mean? So it was like we were kind of up at the side a little bit, but it was still like killer seats. Outhouse. Is that it? That probably was it.
Oh, the band that opened for you?
Because there was something
I'm not.
about like a doghouse or an outhouse.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm
Why
seeing
would
the
you name your
Verve
band
Pipe
Outhouse
and
though? Like, yeah,
I
my
don't,
band's basically the shitter.
somebody from where I live. They'll be like, "All right, man, I'm gonna come up with a name, but first I gotta take a shit." All right, I came up with a name. Hole in the ground. No,
Yeah,
we can't call it hole in the ground. How about outhouse?
gosh, man, their
Yeah,
management should have
that's
talked them out of that one.
yeah. I don't really like that name. I'm gonna go ahead and say that they could have said something
Yeah,
like,
anything's better than that, dude.
"Anything's better than the outhouse or outhouse." Um,
Yeah, that's stupid
but
and gross.
let's see. Any other little statistics back here that we can talk about that are cool, man? Let's see. Really, after that, it kind of just gets into.
I like to hear some like really like off the wall statistics, like how many picks were thrown out on the Asylum tour, you know,
I
something like
wonder
that.
if they. I wonder if they know what they started off with and what they ended up with. You know what I mean? All
Yeah,
right, we
yeah,
ordered 10,000.
you're right.
I don't know if they order that many, but
Dude, in the '80s, it was like every 5 seconds. You know, I caught
yeah.
2 at the Crazy Nights show.
Did you really?
Yeah, a
Where are
Gene
they?
and a Paul.
Where are they, Jody?
I still got them.
Just kidding.
They're tucked into my vinyl. I even got one from Johnny Ramone, dude, that he handed to me before the show.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
awesome.
so badass, yeah. And he
That's
played
really
those big, those big Fender ones, like the big
Oh,
triangle. That's
the
what Johnny
triangle one.
played. Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't
Oh,
believe
you
that
want to know
shit.
something? I use those too,
Did you
and I
really?
used to chuck them out at the crowd because I knew I could hurt somebody.
Yeah, it's like almost like a ninja star,
Ninja
dude.
star.
Yeah.
I in rehearsals we had like a long. We were in a basement and it was a long narrow room. And
Yeah.
my dad one year for like Christmas or birthday or something probably bought me like a gross. And I
You
was
were just
like,
like,
well,
boom, boom,
I would chuck them at the drummer.
boom.
And at
That's
the end
great.
of practice, he would turn around and be like 19 guitar picks, big ass. They look like, for you guys out there that don't know what we're talking about,
Like
they
a
look
Dorito.
like a Dorito. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that big too.
Yeah. I never could play with
Zing.
those. It's too much surface area.
At the time, I was playing bass, so
Oh, okay.
it made it easy. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
So what do you think? Remember what I'm asking you guys. Podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1, at gmail.com. Was Kiss ever the biggest band in the world? You can either say yes or no, or you can even write me a little blurb, a little thing, and tell me why yes or why no. I'm going to read them on the show.
Yeah, because some dude sent us some thing saying we need to quit saying that because they never were. But dude, you can make an argument they were the biggest band in '96 even. I mean, they had the biggest grossing tour. I mean, they didn't have a record selling, I guess, but does that matter? I don't think so.
Right. And it's and look, it's the thing is that the guy that sent us it was a comment on our iTunes page. Now listen, you guys out there, this is important. Before I read this, let me say, if you guys have not followed us or subscribed to our YouTube page, please go and do that. We're almost to 400. And to me, it's like that would be, I think, 200 in a year. If we could get just like 6 more or 8 more people to subscribe, that would be great. And
I wish that everyone who actually listened would just go subscribe. Then we'd have a pretty sizable amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we do this show live, and you can, and listen, I don't know how everybody feels that's listening or watching right now, but I think that everybody having the opportunity to participate in the show makes it more fun. And
Yeah.
you guys out there, you can, if you guys go on the iTunes page, leave a thing that says, listen to the show on iTunes is cool. Try it live on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah.
That'll help us out. And share our page. I never ask for this, but it would be really awesome. This is what it said. So the important thing is the person that wrote this loves our show. But what he's saying here is just his opinion. It says it's from Spaced. Look, I can't even remember. SP Space D Ace D. That's what it is. And of course, we got 5 stars. Thank you. It says love the show and Kiss, but let's stop saying that Kiss was ever the biggest band in the world. That was never the case. Zeppelin and Floyd were far bigger than Kiss during the peak period of Kiss. Kiss wasn't even the biggest band in the U.S. at that time. Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles were much bigger also. Kiss had never had diamond or double diamond albums, and they never made the type of money that those bands did. Now, I'm not really sure about this because I remember an interview where they were talking to Gene Simmons, and they were talking about in 1977, I think it was, the top 2 money-making entities in the world were Star Wars and Kiss.
Yeah.
As entertainment goes,
For me, though, it's not about selling, 10 million records and having a diamond record. Kiss was still the biggest band because they were the consciousness of everyone. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter about the record sales to me.
Well, we're going to get into this.
Yeah, we'll get into that next week.
Next week, and I think that Joey and Sonny are on the other side. I think they are on the other side where it's no, they were never the biggest band in the world. But I think this week.
Well, what about that Gallup poll that said they were? People voted.
And that was a fan. That was the biggest band in America, which is still the world. Because truthfully, they always say if you can make it in America, you can make it anywhere. But we'll get into that. Also, like I said, go to iTunes, leave us a review. It'd be great if you would subscribe on YouTube. That would be awesome. We only need a few more subscribers just to get us to 400, and that would mean that I think we got 200 subscribers just since January 1st, which I think is really awesome, and thank you guys for that. Jody, do you have anything to add?
No, but thanks for listening, everyone. Glad to be back, and it was fun, man. I miss talking to Kiss with my friends here. I've been missing out for weeks and weeks.
It has been weeks. And you know what I'm going to say? Oh, but first I'm going to say happy birthday to my girl, Karen. I love you.
Happy birthday, Karen.
And you know what I'm going to say? We love podcasts, and we love Kiss podcasts. Most of them anyway. And you're going to hear the commercials for all the ones that we love right after this in 3, 2, 1. Peace.